Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us at 7. I'm Tracey McCain.
And I'm Nuclo. You're watching Eyewitness News here on the Wax. We appreciate that, and we do have a lot to talk about this morning. But first, let's say hello to meteorologist Jill Gilardi for a check on that first alert forecast. Hey, good morning, Jill.
Hey, you guys look like sunshine and blue sky.
Oh, yeah, that's what we were going for.
I figured you guys plan on that. You're like, this better be the forecast for today.
Right?
But yeah, we're talking about cooler temperatures, of course, as we head into today versus yesterday. Some 15 degrees colder, but we were spoiled rotten yesterday morning. Then we're dealing with the blustery conditions, that colder feel out there. The rest of the week, though, after today and especially after tomorrow, we'll start to see more sunshine and decreasing wind. That's the kicker right there. And this weekend, we have our next chance for showers, but I don't think you're going to be too disappointed based on the timing. The gusts right now in that 20 to almost 30 mile per hour range coming in from the west-northwest. This is what you need to dress for. The feel in the 20s for the most part, so we're bundling up, covering up extremities. And yes, there's been a few flakes flying around this morning, especially as you look back towards Litchfield County. But taking a look at what actually might be reaching the ground, probably closer to Cornwall and Goshen, looking at the only live radar in the state. So a little bit of flake action. And as we look up towards Torrington, you got sunshine, but there's clouds maybe creeping back in. So don't be shocked if you see another flurry or two. So as we talk about the bus stop forecast, yeah, you have the 30s and the 40s for recess, low 40s and low 40s for the ride home. And that's cold enough as it is. But this is really what we are dressing for, that feel in the 20s this morning, and perhaps feeling as mild, if you want to call that, into the 30s this afternoon. But that wind gust, boy, pretty relentless out there. But eventually the winds will back off, and we could see some milder temperatures returning. We'll have much more on that in your First Alert 7-day coming up a little bit later. But now let's get an update on traffic with Caitlin. Good morning.
All right, good morning, Jill. Good morning, everyone. Heading out the door, a couple of issues that I want to turn your attention to here. We've just picked up a road closure in East Haddam. This is along Route 149. That area blocked in both directions because DOT telling us there's an overturned vehicle there right at Landing Hill Road. So please make sure that you're traveling, if you're traveling locally here through East Haddam, that you're avoiding the area here this morning. Also still dealing with this issue in Middletown, 91 southbound between exits 20 and 19. Got a couple lanes blocked off, and we've got some delays as traffic merging into that far left-hand lane. It's all because of this vehicle fire from just a short amount of time ago here. Obviously, fire is out. We're not seeing any substantial smoke right now, but fire crews and other emergency vehicles still on scene. We're working to get some more details about if anything that happened regarding this specific incident, but budgeting for some extra travel time through that stretch. Still dealing with a crash from overnight in Southbury, 84 westbound between exits 16 and 15. The right lane there blocked off. We have a car down an embankment. Take a look. Here are those delays heading into Middletown, again on 91 southbound because of this vehicle fire here. So we are seeing some really substantial delays. I'll get you another full update coming up in just a few minutes here. Let's quick check at your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
All right, Kate, thanks. It's 7:03 now, and today it's back to normal at 40 of the country's busiest airports. The FAA is lifting all restrictions on commercial flights just about an hour ago at 6 o'clock this morning. Flights were temporarily cut to ensure safety during the government shutdown. There were fewer air traffic controllers working because they were not being paid. Airline officials are optimistic, though, that things will get back to normal in time for Thanksgiving next week. Also today, Raul Valley due back in court in the deadly Shelton house party stabbing case. He's facing new reckless manslaughter and reckless assault charges in the 2022 death of 17-year-old Jimmy McGrath. The jury could not reach a verdict on those counts during his first trial. He was found not guilty of the most serious charge of murder. The judge gave Valley until today to find a new lawyer after he asked for some more time. He says this summer's trial took a big financial toll on him and his family. Also this morning, drivers in Middletown will need to slow down or face a possible citation in more parts of the city.
The city is adding 2 new speed cameras today. Your reporter Taylor Knight is in Middletown showing us where they'll be located.
Good morning, Caitlin and Tracy. These new cameras are located right near schools. You can see one of them behind me here along Westfield Street, right outside of Spencer Elementary School. And so far this morning, several drivers have slowed way down once they saw these signs for cameras. We can see the cars slowing down and hear their engines getting quieter. The speed limit here is usually 30 miles per hour, but it does go down to 20 miles per hour during drop-off and pickup times. The second new speed camera is along Country Club Road near Moody Elementary School. The speed limit there is always 25 miles per hour. For now, drivers caught speeding will be sent a warning in the mail. Then citations begin on December 22nd. According to officials, drivers caught going 10 miles per hour or more over the posted speed limit will be issued a $50 fine for a first offense and a $75 one for a second offense. A $15 processing fee is also applied. There are also speed cameras located on Washington Street. Since citations began for those cameras back in July, the city has collected $1.4 million. Your reporter in Middletown, Taylor Knight, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Well, right now, the Middletown Board of Education looking for an interim superintendent. The board appointed itself as the search committee during a special meeting on Sunday. The current superintendent is on paid leave right now after he was arrested on suspicion of driving drunk in Florida over the summer. Central office staff will run the schools until an interim superintendent is chosen. The board is holding its regular meeting at 6:30 tonight. It's not clear yet if the status of the superintendent will be talked about.
Right now, Branford police are asking for your help figuring out what caused a two-vehicle crash that killed a teenager. Police say it happened just before midnight Saturday near North Main and Cedar Streets. You can see here a Pinpoint News Tracker taking you to the scene. We've learned the victim killed is a 19-year-old from East Haven. 3 others were hurt. Anyone with information should call police.
Some new information here this morning. State police say human remains found in Mansfield in the Hollow Lake area in October belonged to a man who went missing almost 21 years ago. Investigators say the remains have been identified as Robert Kavanaugh. His vehicle was found in the water as well. His death is not considered suspicious. Well, this morning, the State Department of Consumer Protection warning you about a sports gambling scheme that could land you in jail.
Regulators say scammers approach you in person or online asking you to open a gaming account. Then they give you a number for a stolen credit card and tell you to put money into the gaming account.
Yeah, so then you'll be asked to move the money into your own gaming account and then put it into a payment app like Zelle, where you'll be told to send it to a new account, likely by the person who first contacted you. Officials say 15 arrests have been made so far and more are pending.
Well, happening today, personal care attendants in our state are demanding state leaders fix a paycheck issue. The union representing them say there have been thousands of complaints about partial or delayed pay. They say it's been happening for over a year now, despite the state bringing in a new payroll provider.
An update now. National Guard troops deployed to Chicago and Portland are expected to return home to Texas and California. CBS News is reporting the troops are being withdrawn after judges blocked their deployment. The White House argued the troops were necessary for protection against a potential rebellion, but judges say protests against immigration raids did not rise to that level.
And today we expect to learn more about Yale New Haven Health's ongoing efforts to buy North Haven-based Nelson Ambulance Services. Officials say the sale is now complete, and they'll discuss what it means for patients and employees during an event there this afternoon.
This morning, a couple of local organizations are asking for your help supporting hurricane relief efforts in the Caribbean. The nonprofit God Provides Ministries International is collecting donations today through Wednesday at its location on Thomaston Avenue in Waterbury. Gary Rome Auto Group in Enfield is hosting a Stuff a Trunk event to support Jamaica. Supplies and money will be accepted starting today until December 11th.
We have an update this morning. The polar plunge for Special Olympics raised more than $130,000 to support more than 14,000 athletes. Participants jumped into the cold water there in Westbrook. Oh, that just looks cold. They did that once an hour for 24 hours, even dealing with rain overnight, but they say it was worth it to support the athletes.